ladies and gentlemen, we're back again with another roundup of today's World Cup action, and oh my god, what a day. So in the early two kickoffs of the day, we had Mexico, who were probably in pole position to win this group, who came up against Sweden, and meanwhile Germany were trying to rescue a pretty poor start to the tournament with a game against South Korea. Now I think what more or less everybody was expecting here was that Mexico would go on and beat Sweden and top the group with 9 points, and Germany would somehow pull a win out of somewhere and beat South Korea, who so far had looked like the weakest team in this group, let's be honest. But Song Hyun-min and all of his team, the whole South Korean team, showed up and defeated Germany 2-0 after they just failed to have any real attacking presence throughout the whole game. They left it late, South Korea, but they got 3 points against the defending world champions. And listen to this, because I won't be able to say this many times again, ever, I don't think. Germany are out of the World Cup at the group stages. Mad! So anyway, that meant that Sweden emerged victorious of this group, contrary to I think most people's predictions, and in second place was Mexico, who I think were pretty much tipped to finish second anyway. But yeah, Sweden finishing top is the big story from this. Germany finishing bottom is obviously part of that same huge story. But yeah, Sweden and Mexico progressed to the round of 16. Mexico on the slightly more difficult side of the draw, and Sweden over to face somebody else from Brazil's group. And let's move on to Brazil's group and the late round of group games that happened today. So Brazil took on a very, very solid Serbia team today, and they emerged victorious 2-0 Brazil. Neymar, Coutinho, Paulinho looking very, very good. Willian as well. Going back, Thiago Silva and Miranda look very, very solid. Maybe a little bit weak in the fullback areas, but not Marcelo, maybe more like Danilo and Fagner. But yeah, Brazil looking very good. I'd say they're in third gear at the moment, and as the tournament progresses, I imagine them to pick up their performances and to show everybody why they are probably now the favourites to win this tournament, with Germany being knocked out. In the other game, it was Costa Rica who came up against a pretty decent Switzerland side who had already earned a point out of Brazil and looked like they were going to finish runners-up in this group unless Serbia could pull something magnificent out today, which they very nearly did, but Brazil had slightly too much. And I think, actually, just talking about Serbia for a second, I think that Serbia are probably, along with Morocco, the best team that haven't managed to come out of their respective groups so far. I was really impressed with Serbia, and I think some of their youngsters and that have got a few more good tournaments, maybe the next Euros, they can actually get to the knockout rounds. But yeah, Serbia, I was very impressed with them. But anyway, Costa Rica managed to put a point on the table. They were nowhere near as good as they were at the 2014 World Cup, where I think they managed to get to the quarterfinals, but Switzerland looks solid, don't they? And they are now going to be facing Sweden in a round of 16 games. So one of Sweden and Switzerland will get to the quarterfinals. That's quite impressive. I reckon it's going to be Switzerland, but that's going to be a good game. Anyway, so that's how it ended today. We now have Brazil versus Mexico and Sweden versus Switzerland in the round of 16. Two very, very good games. And tomorrow it's all going to make even more sense as England play, as well as Colombia, Japan, Senegal. We find out who's going to qualify out of them. We find out what half of the draw England and Belgium will be on. It looks like Martinez is going tactically to try and win the tournament and to play a weakened team. But from an England fan's perspective, I don't care about that. I just want momentum. I want us to win tomorrow, and I just want our boys to just not fear whoever is put in front of them in any regard. I just want to try and win every game, whoever's in front of you. So make sure you join me tomorrow, where I will be doing one of my live reaction highlight videos for England versus Belgium. It's going to be a really, really good game. I foresee changes for both sides. England not so much. Belgium probably like 7 or 8 players I reckon they'll change. But I think it's going to be a fantastic game. We will find out who England are playing, as we are the last teams to kick off in the final group stage sort of rounds of games. But yeah, we will find that out tomorrow. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you look out for that video tomorrow evening. I'm very much looking forward to it. Make sure you leave your comments down below of what you have thought so far about this World Cup in general. Has anyone surprised you that has got out into the round of 16, or has anyone disappointed you? Obviously Germany, the obvious candidates there, but leave all your thoughts down below. Smash a like on this video for me, and also subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you tomorrow with England versus Belgium. It's coming home, boys. See you later. Sweet.